Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that shit sounds dope as hell.
Want to welcome everybody to the new podcast, episode 1.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Café Sol.
What up, what up, what up?
Let the little beat bang real quick, you know what I mean?
Don't give him too much.
Right. Oh, shit. Yeah, we got to talk over that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, they're going to... Hey, you guys...
Don't give him too much.
All you jackass producers, copycat motherfuckers. I know, I used to be one, you know what I'm saying, when I was your age.
Don't let your beats play too much.
Straight up. No, I wasn't even a copycat. I didn't copycat. I didn't do any of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, I may have mimicked the style. But I never put anything out. I probably never even showed you, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we were doing shit.
I think everybody does that at the beginning. I think that's what makes your style.
Yeah.
I think everybody does that.
Yeah. I could see that, you know?
Yeah. Don't steal the shit.
Yeah, don't. I worked hard stealing it from someone else, you know what I'm saying? So...
Hours of digging.
Straight up, hours of digging. Stealing, sampling, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it.
Shit.
You know, we're from the sample era, so
damn.
I'm gonna call it sampling. What I tried not to do was loop. Even though, I mean, sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes you just can't help looping, man. Sometimes there's some shit that's, you know, it just sounds better looped.
I think we got a lot of classics that are just loops.
Yeah.
That are just loops.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time.
But that was the early stages.
Yeah,
too, you know?
yeah. You know, at the same time, it's you have to get a little more creative with it. I think that's why we have like the Primos and the Pete's and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Dylan's,
I think they just
plenty of producers. We could see her name.
Yeah, they just took that shit to a whole nother level. Like it wasn't just looping. You know.
Yeah, and I think every new producer or beat maker, whatever you want to call yourselves, starts out that way at some point, right?
Yeah. Eventually,
just kind of like let me start, you know.
Yeah. Whether you start pause taping, you know, like remember you used to pause tape.
Hell yeah,
pause tape and just kind of loop it that way.
That's real old school shit like that.
Shit, I used to say tape.
Yeah.
By the way, tape is a little box they used to roll because I know a lot of you kids don't know what the fuck that is.
You know who did that? That was like close to us was fucking Coast. You know what I'm saying? Young Coast.
Yeah.
Greg, he did that shit. You know.
Yeah, I remember
that was a lot
I
of
don't
the
know
battle
where
heads.
he caught us one day. I think we were out one night.
Yeah.
And he had a little boombox. Yeah. I mean, and this.
Him and
but
Rocco
it must have been like 20 something years ago, but still, like even then, tapes were obsolete.
Yeah, that's true. But he found a way. He found a way to stay relevant.
Yeah,
I mean, we were at the stage where you brought the fucking drum machine, surprised us with the drum machine. You know what I mean? And but like we came from that, and then now like we were just like I don't want to say levels, but like as far as like we were just like a couple steps ahead. You know? But,
yeah.
But that motherfucker was onto something. You know, he wanted to do it. They wanted to rock. They were the battleheads. You know, so I always got respect for that fool. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because they were on some other shit, dog. Like,
yes, sir.
Because we weren't really like battle.
Nah,
we were aggressive,
but we still wanted to make songs. Like, I mean, listen. I love the battle culture. Like, that whole culture is dope to me. But there's still, you still got to add that element to where you want to rhyme over a beat.
I think because, like, where we like our like I don't want to say introduction, but what we really paid attention to and what we really thought was dope, what we looked forward to was every Saturday night on the Wake Up Show. We were hearing MCs and we were hearing, rocking over different beats, and like we come from that element. But at the same time, when we'd have our favorite MC that we would hear, and it was hard, right? It wasn't YouTube. You can just go type his name in, you can just go type his name in and dig up a song. Like we had to search for it or save our money and fucking buy it, and then
get that white label.
Yeah, and then we buy it, and it's like, what? This shit sucks. You know what I mean? Like it don't sound like the way we heard you on the Wake Up Show.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I think we kind of took that on. To me, that was like unspoken when we were doing our shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like we wanted to be dope MCs, but we also wanted them like make good songs, or try. I mean, and it's crazy because we did a lot of experimental stuff because we were still trying to figure out our sound. But it's funny because like when I go back and I listen to it, I hear the sound. Like I hear sound.
Yeah, you could depict it from other shit.
Yeah.
And then like, it's funny because I remember even when we were young, like we didn't know how premeditated everything was. Like you thought this person went in, recorded something, because we're so, we're not far from Hollywood.
Yeah.
But we ain't Hollywood
By far. Yeah.
So therefore, like, I remember being like, hey, I heard that verse on that fool's album.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd be like, okay. But sometimes it sounded better on the Wake Up Show than it even did on the album.
Yeah, because of the beat selection.
Yeah,
exactly. Because of fucking Revolution. You know what I mean? He was playing the beat. And,
and it was it was just it's crazy.
Could that be access to production? you as an artist, not you personally, but I'm saying just in general, these artists that we heard, like. Maybe they didn't have the bread, even if they were signed or something, but they didn't have the bread to go get the kind of producers or access to get the producers that they wanted.
Yeah, of course. I think that's what it is, and sometimes just the fact of who you actually got around. Like, I mean, you definitely start with the people you have around. Your boy's got a drum machine.
Yeah,
you gotta wait.
But there's some people that just can't get it together.
Well,
they can have a drum machine, they can have their Fruity Loops or whatever.
That's 85% of the industry, dog.
Yeah, and it's just like, damn, dog, like your sound didn't evolve or didn't like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not even sound evolving, just like there was nothing spectacular about it,
Nothing.
And that's what kind of sucks. But
yeah,
I know we struggled with that a lot. You know what I mean? We struggled with that a lot.
It's just there's always a common sound. And everybody wants to follow it.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to follow that common sound and be like, "Hey, I want to sound like that," and it's cool. But I mean, hey, whatever gets your pockets paid, that's cool.
Yeah,
go ahead and do it. But
like I would say, like when you brought the drum machine, that was one step, right? That was one step in the direction. Like, okay, cool. Now we got the drum machine. We got the MPC 2000 XL, right? Okay. Now what the fuck are we gonna do, right?
Now you got to learn it.
Yeah.
Now you got to learn how to use it because to the average person, that's a fucking box with a bunch of little gray squares.
Yeah, with no fucking sounds.
Had no sound.
No pre-programmed sounds.
Yeah. You can't make that thing dope.
Yeah.
That thing makes you dope.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, does that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was, I'm really thankful that, I had I had Verb to kind of give me, just kind of give me a little rundown of it, because I remember I think he just had the 2000. Excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, I think he just had the 2000, and when you brought the 2000, you got the 2000 XL, because I don't even think they sold the 2000s anymore. You know what I'm saying?
No. They were. I believe they were discontinued by then.
Yeah, and it was dope though, because he was able to to show me some shit, and at the same time, no matter how much like we shared production or tips, I never made anything that sounded like his shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
And that's what was dope, because I never wanted to mimic him, because that was the closest thing to the production that we were looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there was never one time where I was like, yo, I'm gonna fucking copy this fool or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. And even
Mike,
absolutely right.
And even Mike was dope in his own right. You know what I'm saying?
Completely different sound from Verb.
Yeah.
And they grew up. They were
homies like us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. They might have been in each other's day to day.
Yeah.
But they still didn't sound the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that they never like try to mimic each other.
Yeah. Exactly.
And, it's like us, the way we just would bounce off of each other, and we didn't have to spend a whole lot of time together, but we just kind of knew, through our childhood and shit, even though we were still we're still babies.
Damn.
Compared to the 40s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But isn't it crazy to think that, dog? Like I remember when I met you, I was like 15, 14, 15.
14, 15 years old, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like fucking about to be 42 next month.
Damn. And I'm 42 the month that follows.
I know. Are you old ass motherfucker? You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
They only say you're as old. What do they say? You're as old as you. You're only as old as you feel. I feel old as hell though. Because I'm a laborer. You know what I mean? I beat my body up and do all that other shit. But
I'm too numb to feel old.
Right.
Yeah. But hey, man, we went off. Want to introduce this shit?
Go ahead. I'll let you do it.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody to Got Fed Soul Podcast.
Yes, sir. Episode 1, by the way.
Episode 1, yes.
Yeah.
Little pilot.
Yeah.
We got a host over here.
Bobby Vicious.
I'm your boy, son Ito, 1-5.
There it is.
Yeah, man. We got this shit going on. This is exactly to explain a couple of things. We are not formally, but we are Cali Beans.
That's right. Yeah. There's 3. Right now, there's two. The third one is out of state.
Missing a component right now.
Yep, for sure, a main component. It was all three of us. And yeah, we had a sound. We we used to rhyme, make beats. We were I would what I would call a super group, and we were different.
Yes.
Different.
Yes.
But like for a lot of shit, we didn't really have any pushing. We were limited. You know, a lot of us. You know, we had our family issues, real life shit that got in the way. We're a little we're a little far away from LA, and but not too far, but far enough where it affects our day-to-day life, you know, with our families and shit, running the household. And so we spent a lot of time making music. We didn't spend a lot of time promoting and marketing it. So
yeah,
and this was like pre like YouTube and pre like, you know, all this. So we're kind of
where the internet was used for every single thing.
There you
it was
go.
A daily part of our lives.
Yeah.
I think the other thing you're trying to say is we're all people that had full-time jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah, at 40 plus. I mean, I've never known you to work a 40-hour work week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shit, I've always worked like your typical brown person. So
That's it.
That's what we do. However,
and we never put
excuses to anything.
And we never put this in front of our family, in front of our households. Like as bad as we wanted it, don't get me wrong. And I'm not like, we're not knocking anybody who did or who has.
By all means.
Not at all, man. That's just kind of like where we were at with
you
it.
have that opportunity, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you, you know, and it's not, a lot of the times, like we always have this talk, the authenticity in the product we wanted to bring was so important that we made sure we never gave anything that we wouldn't want ourselves.
Yeah. And we didn't want to be, what do you say, like misinterpreted? Like,
yes,
you know,
exactly. We wanted you guys, we wanted everybody to like us for us, and we didn't want to go into this little box and be like, hey, you guys are going to like us because, you know, we're Chicanos from Southern California.
Do you feel like we didn't have even like a lot of support in our own little group? I don't mean us as MCs, but I mean outside, like our friends and shit, like to help us push forward.
I do, but I see the other side of it as well. Mm-hmm. I think they felt the same way we did. It's not until they would really see that, hey, these guys are, you know, are taking shit really serious, or I just think they you know, it's easier to back something that's a machine that's already
like moving.
Right? Yeah, you know, everybody always hops on that ship that's got the momentum on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think that's what it is, and I'm not in any way. It's not shit talk, but you know, we also weren't the only ones that rhymed out of us.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true. Yeah,
and you know, and that's you know, in any way do I wish there would have been a little more? Yeah, but at the same time, I understand why there wasn't.
And we were also, it was like new to everyone, right?
Yeah,
like our friends and shit, all the homies.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was kind of new, and
you know,
and at the same time, we didn't, you know, to kind of go against exactly what not go against, but to kind of counter what I was saying, right? Like all these emotions are coming out and shit, but yeah, we weren't doing as many shows as we should have been. We didn't, you know, we weren't doing shows, and we weren't inviting our crowd to show up. So yeah, maybe the support wasn't there because we weren't actively like
on them. Yeah, on them. And then you know, hey, you got to remember as well is that they had their own lives as well.
Yeah, that's
they
true.
were doing their own stuff as well.
And that was at an age where we were trying, especially out here, we're trying to figure shit out. We're trying to, you know, we all come from
try to stay out of trouble, but still loving the trouble because there's something about trouble that's exciting.
Yeah, right.
You know,
yeah.
But we still had to dodge it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
At the same time, you know, I remember you working nights for a long period of time.
Yeah.
You know, you had to come home, see the kids. Still, yeah. You know, you had to make sure that you made it home.
Yeah.
And like it was our duty to make sure that you made it home as well. We always recorded at your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, we had to keep you out of trouble, keep ourselves out of trouble. But, you know, sometimes it doesn't always work that way. However, you know, that's just how it was. And sometimes you just some people, I think, you know, they kind of like they'd rather live it the way they want to live it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny too, because like I'm at a point now where like you know, with my youngest, he's 16. My oldest didn't really hear it too much, even though, you know, I think he remembers some of it. but like my youngest one, since he's here in the household by himself now, because the oldest one's gone, he's away in school. But he, I feel like I'm living the Al Bundy with him. You know what I'm saying? Like the 4 touchdowns in one game, and you know what I'm saying. And when I like with the music, I'm like, dog, we were onto something. You know what I mean? Like I listen because we put. If you guys want to check us out, you can go to anything your
whatever platform.
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Just type in Cali Beans.
Your mama probably got a CD or somewhere there.
Right. CALIBEANS. Type in Cali Beans, and you'll see me and my man up there and my cousin. And
I'm the one that looks like they're mourning.
Damn, I didn't think about that. You're crazy. Hey, well, you sent me that black and white photo. You know what I mean? We had to do a little cropping and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the one that looks like he died. I'm actually alive still.
Yeah. You know? Healthy and all that. You know what
unhealthy and all of that, but shot to OC. What up, man?
Straight up. But if you guys want to check it out, you know what I mean. You kind of get what we're saying. But remember, like a lot of that stuff. Try to do your best to not, because it ain't trap. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say nothing, man.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah. And we're keeping in mind, like that is basically it's not it's an official album as far as us just putting a compilation of music together, because I moved a couple of times and lost shit in my hard drive.
If you lost a lot of music, it happens.
A lot of music.
I mean at the same time,
because computers and all that shit were new, because we started out on a little 4-track Tascam. And
which would have never which you could have kept forever. However, this digital age, stuff does happen.
And then luckily you came through. You came through 2 times on with the fucking the laptop, the official Mac laptop. I didn't know shit about computers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the other.
That shall remain nameless.
I don't know what you're talking about. But from that point, that's when we started banging on GarageBand. That's when I started learning all that shit. But I remember that. Here's another thing. Shout out to Cinco, Richard, because that was another person that was that we ended up meeting, who was good on the computer shit. You know what I mean? So I had the production down. And I knew he rhymed, and I met him through Jay.
Oh, okay.
And I think we went to his house one time. He was having like some party and shit. And
I never went to his house. I only seen Cinco at your crib. I've never went to his house.
Okay, I don't know if it was his house, but we did this, like we rhymed with. I think we're supposed to do like a little backyard boogie.
Okay.
Off of fucking like Gilman Hot Springs. It was like a dirt area. It was like a party.
I went that time.
I went that time. I don't know if that was his house. I don't know if that was his house or not. But I'm not sure if it was or not. I really don't remember. But I remember him rhyming, and I remember us rhyming. I remember our little cipher and shit.
Yeah.
And from that point, I know that, he started checking for us. You know what I'm saying? Because, he was just used to doing his shit, but he didn't know that there was other cats like us doing that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So, anyways, long story short, I remember catching up with him at Jay's house. We're getting some herb, and we were just, I don't know, maybe it was Jesse's house. I think it was at Jesse's house. But I met him through Jay, but I think I met him at Jesse's house. And I remember sitting next to this motherfucker on the couch, and I was still like on my ego shit, you know what I mean? Because we were hard,
Yeah, of course.
And then we ended up just like chopping it up, and I remember just telling him like, hey, okay, you fucking show me how to. No, I think I said, if you can record our album, I'll do all your beats for you. I'll do your album for you. So you record us, and I'll produce your album. I remember.
Damn.
I remember that. And then
talk about bartering and shit,
right?
Yeah.
And then at that time, I think you had already hooked up the fucking the MacBook, whatever that one was, the old white one. You hooked that one up, and then I just remember picking up shit on him, like, okay, cool, when he was doing this and that, and I said, all right, cool, you know what I mean? And then he showed me a few tricks, and then we started editing shit and everything. So that ended up working out. And so, like I said, I can go back to who helped me, as far as the production goes. Excuse me.
Let it out.
Was Verb, you know what I'm saying? He helped me with that production side, and then on the recording element, as far as the computer goes, it was Cinco that really helped out. Shout out to Cinco and Verb, you know what I mean? I'll get you guys on here.
Yeah, we definitely need to get them two on here.
Yeah. Fuck, who knows? Might end up doing a cipher, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, you're gonna make me fuck.
You ain't ready for it, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not. I'm not. I haven't picked up a
Castro
pen.
Shit, we got enough mics. You know what I mean?
I haven't picked up a pen in a long time, but don't act like them fucking beats you got won't make me.
I'm telling you, when you dropped, all you needed to say was just what you told me the last time you were here, man, and that was enough to just get the itch. I've been dying to get together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like we gave it up, and like we gave up everything, right? Just because the family was like, fuck it, boom, let's just move forward. It was like unspoken, right, when we did what we did, but
that
you know,
leads
Castro
up to,
bounced, and then you know all that shit, and it's just like
that leads up to a question.
I'm ready.
Do you think that there's a landscape for middle-aged people in this culture?
I believe there is, and I believe there is, and it's not just podcasting, because it's not just the Al Bundy story.
It's not just the pod.
Straight up. I believe there is, and what's wrong with hip hop is that we think it's a young man's sport.
Yeah.
And like we were having a conversation the other day, and I was like, "Yo, it's our responsibility."
Yeah.
Because remember, like, we need, like what you said, you know, like middle age, this, whatever. Like we were talking about that, but it's like, no, it's our responsibility because we identified it, right? We've already identified it.
It's there.
Yeah. So we can't rely on anyone else to do it, right? I mean, clearly we're not, because like our core is, like we're artists, like to our core, right? And as much as we wanted to do shows like Wu-Tang, we wanted to rhyme in front of 20,000 people.
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit now. I never cared. Yes, I wanted to do it, but that didn't stop me from doing music when I wasn't performing in front of 25 people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
you still wanted to do the art.
Fast forward.
The art has to be done.
Yeah. Fast forward to 40. It's like we can still do everything. Like, why can DJs still go book shows or get booked and go do shit at 45, 46, 47, you know, however old they are, you know what I mean? It's like, how can they go out and nobody, nobody clowns them, or no one says they're too old, and it's because it's like, it's not like we're out trying to pick up, you know, women, or we're trying to like live,
No, I
like
think that aspect of the game is the young man's game.
Yeah.
You know, the popular shit. You know, the shit that just, you know, it how can I say, it just permeates with the younger crowds like that. You know, just everything. Like, if I'll take some chains. I wish I had a chain.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't need 50 of them.
Right.
Yeah, I wish I had a nice fucking watch.
Yeah.
I don't need 50 of them.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll take this Apple Watch all day over any fucking
Rolex. And you know what? You're probably not the only one that would say that. Yeah.
But then again, I don't have the money to just throw away on a watch, so it's easy for me to speak like this because I only got iWatch or Apple Watch money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's funny. Which leads me to that other thing is I was I don't know where I heard this, but I think it was on the gram, but I don't believe everything on the gram. But I know
you have to.
That fool. That's our new news fucking channel is the gram. But that fool Academic said that them old rappers are dusty. I don't know if you heard that shit.
I heard, and LL had the greatest response.
The great LL.
Yeah.
The great LL, because regardless of the fact of what you think of him, there's never been anybody that's been able to bounce in between these fucking eras like crazy. That's Uncle L, dog.
Cool James is always invited to the carne asada.
And he gets a Pacifico. And a shot of fucking Don Julio.
Yeah. And all he's got to do is sit there. We'll take care of him. You know what I'm saying?
No. Uncle L, even though our moms and maybe our wives would still be like, damn.
Yeah. It's all right.
It's all right. Yeah. Uncle L gets that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because there's some artists and actresses that get the same. You hear me? You know what I'm saying?
Plenty of
But our wives ain't inviting him over. That's the difference.
Yeah, exactly. They ain't going to be like, Now, yes, Uncle L definitely gets the carne asada invite.
Straight up.
That should be a segment.
Yeah.
We need a segment, carne asada invite.
Yeah.
The person who gets to come through.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, we need 100%. That.
Yeah. And I'm down with bringing them over here, and let's do the cookout right here, and we can document all that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Hey, don't be stealing our shit, motherfuckers. Yeah. I know you YouTubers.
And old rappers ain't dusty.
Hell no.
They just don't want to look like you guys.
Straight up.
You know, at the end of the day, they don't, you know.
Yeah.
They did the good coke in the 80s. They don't need it now.
Yeah, we don't need
that shit. All that shit down is all stepped on and shit. That shit's got Tylenol in it.
Straight up.
And shit.
Straight up.
They're all right. They're all right.
And to go back, to kind of go back, like it's it's a little upsetting that we have to deal with that shit. But it's like just because you have like if you got a solid ass fucking jump shot.
Yeah.
And you're 42, are you going to stop playing basketball?
Hell
Like,
no.
I'm 42.
No.
Motherfuckers still out there dropping.
I still want to go to a pickup game every now and then at the park.
Right? You know, you play when you can. So it's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just
be on my Mike Bibby. You see what Mike Bibby looks like?
No.
That fool looks like he could bench press a house.
Oh, he's on that juice.
That fool's like this.
Damn.
Yeah.
And it's like, does a musician stop playing a guitar because he's 45? You know what I'm saying? Does he stop trying to be in a cover band because he's 45?
Never.
You don't think he wants to go to the casino? I'm not saying, okay, that was bad. I was to say, you don't think he wants to be in the casino band? Fucking.
He said in the casino.
You know what I'm saying? The cover band at the casino and shit. Like, you think he don't want to make that kind of money?
The bees are open for any casino here.
Right.
Pachanga.
San Manuel.
What are they now?
Yamakava.
Yeah. Hey,
I don't know that.
We can't pronounce it.
No disrespect, dog.
It's not a, hey, salute to you guys, whatever it is. Up. But,
yeah. But, yeah, so, like, we deal with that, and both you and I subconsciously deal with that shit because we know, like, we don't want to get clowned. And I know we're both at the age, we don't give a fuck. You can clown. I don't give a fuck about a 20-year-old's opinion.
Yeah, you got to live before you tell me.
In the sense, like, you're not going to criticize my life, but as far as music, like if Lauryn Hill dropped the album right now, like Nas dropped that shit. That's the hardest album. Fucking, I'm just, his shit with Hit Boy. I'm like, yo,
you want to call him Dusty? Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And it's just like, but
that fool don't ever look dusty,
right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I seen that performance. I seen him perform at the House of Blues in basketball shorts, just some raggedy ass T-shirt. It wasn't dusty though, and just a blunt and a fucking Hennessy cup, a red Solo cup at the House of Blues in San Diego, dog.
What else? What else do you need?
What else do you need?
Yeah. What else do you need?
Yeah.
What you don't need?
Because it's the art, right? We didn't go there. I don't go there based on the way he looks. I go based on what I heard.
Yeah. Did anybody in this era make Illmatic? Because I haven't heard it.
100%, dog. And I ain't talking about one verse. We're talking about a full fucking album.
Yes.
Everyone's good for one verse, you know. Yeah. You could sit there and write a verse for 6 months and fucking rewrite it and keep rewriting it, but your album.
And as an honorable mention, I'll still freaking toss in It Was Written too, because
speaking of which, have we gotten any fucking new Jodeci albums? Not from Jodeci, but nobody could top that. R. Kelly?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, say what you want. We don't even need to go there about R. Kelly. I'm just saying.
That one's a hard one.
But I'm just saying, though.
That one's it's only hard for me because I listen to lyrics, and you know me.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to lyrics, and now I'm just putting the shit together.
No, but I'm saying, like minus that. What I mean by minus that is when we didn't know.
Yeah.
That feeling. Yeah. Is there any artist that is...
But that's the thing, is that we did know.
No. I'm saying, but is there any artist now that has the same...
That can match that? No.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm not saying, like, with all the side shit. No disrespect. Hey, man, shout out to all the victims.
Yeah, no, like... Do you think anybody wants some verses with R. Kelly? Think about that.
There's not one motherfucking artist. There's not two artists. There's probably not even three against one in a verses. Wait, there you go. There's not even three against one in a verse. I don't give a fuck. Pick all your best R&B, whatever.
Listen,
they're not gonna beat R. I don't give a fuck.
You're gonna need Babyface and Teddy Riley together to go against the R.
And it might be a draw.
To go against the R.
Against one man.
Yeah, because you got to remember, there's all kinds of other shit he did too.
Hey, that's a bold statement. We went out on
that. Is no. This he wrote Life.
But I know.
But
Teddy Riley, Babyface, dog. Like,
he wrote. Babyface is dope. I know.
But Teddy Riley, dog.
Teddy Riley in his own right. Fuck. Hey, salute
down,
to that whole era, the New Jack Swing era. That's my shit.
Yo,
I'm banged out here in SoCal.
Speaking of verses. I was watching Daz on some other show. It's kind of like a Vlad TV show. On YouTube, and because I wanted to take credit. I was going to talk to you about it. I'm like, yo, how about fucking Dog Pound versus Outkast? But I was like, nah, I can't do it because he's probably going to find that YouTube shit and be like, hey, Daz said it. I was going to try to take credit for it, right? But yo, so I seen Daz be interviewed. I don't know, maybe like a month ago, maybe less than a month ago, and he said that he'd like to go against Outkast in the verses. Him and Corrupt versus Outkast.
Wow.
I never thought about. I'm not even here to speculate who's gonna win. But I would have never put that shit together. But it works, right?
It works. It works because of the energy of the music
and the time frame.
And the time, yeah.
The time frame.
But
the same era.
To see Big Boy and Three Stacks is
Yeah.
You gotta. They got
it ain't
pop hits.
It ain't Three Stacks. Then it's Andre 3000.
It's Andre, yeah.
Is the era that I'm talking
Andre,
about.
Yeah. No. Yes.
I mean, I get his Three Stacks, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean,
I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying, like, how good. Like, I'd probably fucking mortgage my house, get a second to go get front row seats at that venue.
I just want to hear. What was the one the Me and You album? What was it called? Is it
the
Aliens, whatever it is? The Elevators joint. That oh my god, that
I think
that whole album is dog food. Is dog food.
Yeah,
it's dog food.
That's
because dog food you could listen to it from front to back.
Yeah,
I still listen to dog food I show my son dog food.
And what I like about it is that it's artist production. It's not outside. Yeah. It's not outside production.
Yeah, so
it's artist production.
Organized confusion. Yeah.
Oh wait. What?
That's organized confusion, but that's all in house. That's all. That's all Atlanta. That's all Atlanta.
I know it's too late in the sense of.
That's the whole Dungeon family. Everybody.
Yeah. I know this is too late in the sense that P passed away, right?
Mm-hmm.
But who does Mobb Deep go against?
In my eyes, Mobb Deep has no comp.
I agree.
That's me.
That's just me. They're standalone, right?
There's two people that have no comp in my eyes, and
talk to me.
And the second one, you're not really. I know you're gonna disagree with because I know you. However,
don't say De La.
No. Energy wise, who's gonna go against Busta?
Nobody.
Who's gonna go against Busta? Person.
But is that
when those Dre beats come on?
Oh my god!
When those old beats come on, when the first ELE comes on, that
was that Knots?
That's Knots.
That's Knots.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Who's gonna do?
You can't.
It's impossible. The Psycho sample.
Impossible. Yeah.
The Psycho sample.
Oh my god.
The Norman Bates shit.
I tell my boy, like, I heard so much dope shit that I forgot about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Yeah. Come on. Nah.
Give me some out.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, the video and shit. That shit was they're a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Nah. Nobody could see Busta. Nobody.
I feel like I heard Busta versus Missy.
Maybe, but Busta will blow it out the water just because.
I didn't like that comparison. Because we're on some real authentic MC shit versus like
Missy,
like a pop.
Missy.
Missy's dope, but
Missy. I want to see Missy against an R&B act, not a. I want to.
I want to see Missy, Timbaland, Magoo. Like I want to see that.
Yeah, that whole squad.
That. Yeah. I want to see that.
So do we get to bring in the flip mode? We get to bring in Raw Digga.
No, we're not doing the verses. We're not doing the verses. We're not doing the verses.
We get to bring in fucking, what was this? Was a Spliff Star, the dopest hype man ever?
So look,
not just a hype man. He could be MC as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but
shout out to Spliff.
Yeah, but you can't wait. It's easy for me to say this, but the way I see it is you can't have a Busta show of verses without Spliff.
Without Spliff.
To me, Spliff is part of. He's part of.
Yes.
He's part of he's part of the package.
Yeah. He made it just as dope.
Yeah.
What did we? First time we saw, I saw
98.
Yeah,
98. Yeah. Universal City Walk.
Yes, sir.
Universal Amphitheater. Yeah.
Spliff made that show just as dope.
That was when we seen Black Eyed Peas minus Fergie. We seen Black Eyed Peas without Fergie way before Gang of Times, right?
Hey, will.i.am's a fucking genius, bro.
Yeah.
will.i.am is a genius.
Yeah.
He is a genius. I mean, shout out to will.i.am.
He's invited to the kind of salad straight up.
Yeah. Hell, shit. He probably know how to marinate the meat and shit.
East LA affiliate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, pause on that shit. But yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, he knows what's up.
That was.
He knows what's up. I
got it. I was like, oh hell no. Just don't marinate the meat at my house. Get the fuck out of here. I'll give a fuck.
Make sure you bring it packaged. Oh, should I have to catch myself on that one?
Yeah, straight up.
Shit, but yeah, man, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, R. Kelly, dog, go back to that. Hands down, you ain't touching him. You ain't touching him. He'd have to go against like Smokey Robinson, dog. Honestly, he'd have to go against Smokey.
Yeah,
and Smokey just probably.
And could you say that they almost, in a sense, have the same fan base, and like maybe not the same generation, but like,
but they're mm-hmm.
but people who love Smokey, love Marvin, love.
You know what you do? It's funny because what you picture, I think you're picturing the same thing I am. Smokey playing downstairs, R. Kelly playing upstairs.
Oh wow!
Or
all I know is I would love to be at that after party.
Yeah. Oh, for real.
I would love to be at that after party.
Yeah. Smokey is a legend. So is Mr. Robert Kelly.
Yeah, we share the same first name, but that's it.
Yeah.
It stops there.
Hey, question though, you think how long you think he's got in there before he calls it a quits himself?
He won't.
You don't think he'll call it a quits himself?
He won't.
I hope he's protected enough, man, because at the end of the day, dog, listen, the industry's the industry.
Honestly, dog,
we all got sick minds. However, sometimes it makes me think because there's a lot of people out here that won't ever get that kind of publicity that done the same shit.
Yeah.
They just don't have a name for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely under a different microscope.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I think we should switch the subject. You know what I'm saying? Because that's touchy.
Yeah, it is.
We're not a part of anything. We don't.
Yeah. But still, I just hope I hope he makes it in there, man.
We're talking about it as an artist.
Yeah.
Right? As an art, like just straight like artistry, like music. Well, yeah, all that other sideshow shit.
Because I still got all that shit.
Yeah.
My computer's full of it.
Yeah. Yo, check it out.
My computer's full of it.
So to go back to Jodeci, who the fuck could Jodeci do in a or go against in a versus?
Jodeci?
Or have they?
I don't think so.
I'm so out of the game. I know they got verses now. To me, me, I almost feel like it doesn't have the same impact anymore as it did like during like COVID and shit.
Are we talking about with Dalvin and the other homie?
Devontae, yep.
Yeah. Damn.
We're talking like OG shit. Like, hey, but Versus is a brand now, so we probably won't get what we want. Like, I'd love to see OC. I'd love to see OC in a Versus.
Yeah.
Is OC gonna sell a million tickets? Or is know what I mean? Is it gonna get a million streams? Like if they went back to Instagram and did it?
Yeah.
Probably not. But who would like? I'm on some like MC. We're hip hop. I want some MC shit. Like,
well, of course.
Who goes against OC?
So that's a big catalog. It had to be somebody from his crew.
AZ,
the unspoken hero.
You know what I'm saying? Who goes against Cormega?
Nobody.
Nas?
Cormega? No.
Nas and Cormega?
No.
Because now
we're
doing
too different.
Hits.
We're I mean, Cormega is what? Cormega is Nas making Illmatic over and over and over and
all
over.
the time.
Yeah.
And I think what a lot of people, or maybe it was marketed to people that a versus is hit versus hit, but you and we're hip hop.
Yeah.
I want to see MC versus MC.
Yeah,
and I don't care about hits.
And
I
hits
care about
don't
verses and songs and
hits matter for the big spectrum of the spot.
Yeah.
For as far as everybody there.
Yeah.
But when now you're putting song against song.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I have like if Nas ever did one, it makes me think.
I don't even know who.
It makes me think: would Nas's like be number 20 or number 5? Like, what song is that? To me and you, that'd be number 2.
Yeah.
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 But to a lot of other people, oh yeah, he better play that like 17th or 18th, 19th, 20. The 22nd song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I think it differentiates from what everybody else kind of.
I would like to see, and I know everyone wants to get paid, right? Like that's what we're here for. Everyone wants to get paid. Everybody has their own family. Everybody has their own dynamic, right? But I would love to see, like Nas in a versus, whatever song is playing. I want to see Primo do his joint. I want to see. Sorry, guys.
Technical difficulties, people outside.
Yeah, motherfuckers tripping. I like to see Pete Rock do some, I like to I like to see Pete Rock on his shit.
dude.
I like to see Q-Tip come through
Yeah.
and on the MP or however
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to see it like that. You know what I mean?
At least in the booth, spinning. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. That
yeah,
would be that would be crazy. That would
right.
be crazy.
But
Yeah.
is that going to be to me? That's like that's fan friendly. That's not going to that's not going to get you. Maybe the people that are going to buy the tickets or that are going to pay for the tickets don't want to see it like that, right? But for us, we're like purists. You know what I mean? Like that's what we want to see it in the element.
Yeah. No, and it's because
Like as much as I love these albums, I think like man, I wish I could have been there when he was recording it. I wanted to see. I
yeah,
want to see the
yeah,
process. The
of
process is
course,
everything to me. You know what I mean?
of
Like
course.
I want
Yeah.
to see the process.
Well,
What
you
is it
said
that
it.
you
You
went
said
through?
it that you would much rather be in the lab,
Yeah,
the studio, seeing what it's like,
yeah,
seeing how everything gets made up, than performing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would totally pick the creative process
Yeah.
over the performance side of things because the performance is like this is the final product. This is what we came out with. Boom, here it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm into the preparation. You know, I love
Yeah.
that part
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. No.
You know,
Yeah.
I remember I remember lines like I heard Puffy say this. I don't know if he was just bullshitting or not, but when they were talking about Big, like what do you miss the most? And he's like, what I miss is like when we were recording, and they'd hit stop or something, and all the shit he would say after they hit stop the recording or whatever, like shit, like stuff like that. And it wasn't until like I started doing it. I was recording you guys, and and I remember everything. I remember like that's what I missed the most, dog. Is on London Street. I missed that time, the creating. I missed all that.
Yeah, no, and
two,
it's
three, or
true.
four of us in the room
Yeah,
bullshitting.
yeah, just
You're in the
bullshitting.
booth.
Yeah, yeah.
I miss
Saying something that you were supposed to, or yeah.
I miss telling my cousin like stop, delete, and I look at him like I miss doing this. You know what I mean? Motherfucker was too smoked out, or we had too many drinks, or the breath. And you know what it's like when you're writing, right? When you're writing, we're writing right to the beat, boom, and we're puffing or whatever, right? Drinking, and then you go in, and it doesn't sound like anything. It doesn't sound like the way it was.
It doesn't sound like the way it sounded in your head.
Exactly, and it's like, no, exactly. Come on,
That's my biggest problem now.
That was like Chris.
Yeah.
Remember Chris when we fucking record Chris?
Yeah.
And when he was sober, it was cool. And then, we'd keep drinking and drink because he didn't really smoke. He just drink and drink. Mm-hmm. By the time it's recording, this fool's like, it's like, nah, homie, let's go back to that shit. Like,
yeah, and you know what? That's my problem now.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like what it sounds like in my head. Yeah. And that's why I'll trash 90% of the stuff I write. Yeah. I'll trash it. It's just like, it doesn't sound the same way.
But that's unfair because is it ever going to sound good? Like, is it ever going to be, no, is it ever going to, it's always going to sound good, but is it ever going to meet your expectations? And that was our problem. We had expectations that I feel like they were so high, and not because we think like we got to be the best. No, it wasn't just about being, that's what we wanted, but it was like, we knew that we were already like in the negative, right? We were starting in a deficit.
And that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Everything. We're starting in the negative. Fuck. And I've never heard it put so well. Yeah. It's that we were we were in the red?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in the red.
Yeah, straight up.
We were in the red already.
Yeah.
The
lines had to be they had to be extra tight.
Yeah. We weren't.
We couldn't have any holes in our armor because they would be pointed out. And even the most minute shit, like, damn, I didn't even focus on that. Like, listen to this, or what about, But it was just we were always in a deficit.
We never sold ounces.
Yeah.
Not saying that nothing has ever exchanged.
Yeah.
We weren't. Yeah. So we.
And that was the hardest thing in my verses. Too, when I would rhyme and shit, and I would like rhyme like someone I'm not, but then I always felt like I can't do that because I'm not fake. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, I don't want to act like I did slang ounces or this, or like I gangbanged or like I'm hard. Like, no, I'm not any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
by all means, we always did.
But,
by all means, we always did what we had to do to survive.
Yeah.
And everybody, we're not angels.
Yeah.
However, we were never. Yeah, I'm not. But I'm not cartel bound.
Right. Yeah. And I'm not worthy to be a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't worthy of that shit. But it's like there was like and not only that, there was like a particular marketing or a package that was marketed, and I feel like we were nowhere near that, but we didn't want to be near that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially because we don't fake and we don't front. Yeah, verses. You're writing. You're spitting shit. Yeah, we're on our ego shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what emceeing is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, how do you like? We want to get to the point to where we can sell that to you, and to where you can like it, believe it, but not sit there and dissect it and get on our comments like, you fools are fake, you fucking
Yeah.
bitches,
Yeah.
you fools want to be black, you fools want to be, you fools ain't Mexican, you fools,
I
you know what I'm,
hate.
you know
I
what I'm saying,
hate
like
that. I
all
hate
that
that.
shit. That's why I said we started in a deficit because it's like, damn, we have,
Yeah. And you know what? But and that was always the deal. Is that
like in high school,
you
what
guys?
they call
You
us?
guys think? Yeah, you guys.
Oh,
Think you're
the East
black.
Coast,
Yeah.
you're East
No,
Coast.
no,
They're
no, no,
like,
no, no, no,
what?
no, no,
Nah,
no, no,
homie,
no,
we're
no,
hip hop.
no. Yes, yes. It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. Because I mean, so does that mean like if you? I don't know. That's just a whole podcast in itself.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
a whole podcast in itself. That
Yeah.
subject right there, I can't stand it because I mean, so does that mean if you listen to rock, do you think you're white?
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I mean, if you
And it's funny because you never really hear that comparison. No one ever says like, "Oh, you
no,
think you're this?
no,
You think
yeah,
you're that because you listen to that?"
yeah,
or-
we come in all different people.
Yeah.
Are you gonna tell me there's no black skaters?
Yeah.
Because there is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we come in all different, all different colors, shades,
Yeah.
packages. I mean, I've seen a lot of fools who
Yeah.
who are Mexican that love skating.
Yeah. Or fools that, bump Sublime.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Chicanos that bump Sublime.
Yeah.
Like we weren't like,
That-
oh, you
that's
thought you're
the
this
shit,
or
yeah.
that. Like, no.
And then there's the fact that we were heavy reggae dudes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
so there's shit
Hell
like that.
yeah.
But yet then it was acceptable.
It was cool.
Have you noticed? By
Yeah.
then it was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's okay.
You don't think you're this or you
Yeah,
don't think it's like,
yeah.
what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
But
just
it's weird
like-
because with the hip hop shit, you're under so much scrutiny no matter what.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Because it's oh man, you're absolutely correct, bro.
yeah. And it's funny.
Nobody gave a fuck that we were listening to Don Carlos, a dude with dreads down to his ankles.
Yeah, yeah. Or we go to the Don Carlos show, the
Yeah.
Barrington Levy show.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Sugar
Shout out
Minot,
to-
and it's just
Yeah,
like,
yes, yeah, man. I
Yeah.
mean, nobody cared then because I guess everybody was high. Everybody,
yeah,
more unifying music.
yeah.
When
yeah.
it really comes down to it,
Yeah.
honestly, can we call reggae, ska, the beginning, the real shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm not talking not too much dance hall, not
yeah.
it's
And I fuck with the dance hall, but like you're saying,
like
it's more like the
dancehall, yeah,
roots, like the roots, the
roots shit,
Love is
yeah.
Rock, fucking,
yeah.
because
but-
that's like, no, don't dissect this internet, but like. That's like our Jodeci shit, but like in reggae. You know what I'm saying? Like
real.
that lovers rock shit. You know what I mean?
For
That
real.
fucking,
For real.
the root shit. Obviously, I mean it's a little different. You know what I mean? But the best way to describe it is just like that feeling that
Yeah.
that you get.
to piggyback off that shit, I still on top of having, fuck, on top of having those, that kind of music in the ride or at the crib, right next to it would be Sade.
Oh god damn! You said Sade.
Right next to it would be Sade.
I was so upset when she no, not upset at her. I was upset at the situation that my bread wasn't right at the time
That last tour?
when her tickets went on sale. My bread wasn't right, and
Because it's every 10 years,
yeah, I wanted to go.
every decade. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I wanted to go.
A homie of mine from work went, and I was jealous.
Yeah, I think my cousin went, but it's funny because I think he went. I think he bought tickets with his girl or something, and then it was an issue because they split up,
Oh shit!
and one of the issues was like who gets the tickets.
Damn. Hey,
if I remember right, and I remember my cousin was like, "Nah, dog, those are my tickets.
I bought them.
Those are my tickets."
Whoever's credit card they're on,
Straight up.
that's it.
Straight up, yeah. And I remember that shit. I remember that specifically. I don't know who he ended up taking, but I wish he would have taken me. But I wouldn't have gone.
Hey, and if
Hey.
she kept them, I would have stole the shit out of those.
Straight up, I
tickets.
would have broke her windows.
If they had a physical copy, like no will call shit,
Yeah, yeah.
I would have stole those. I mean, fuck. Hey,
I think it was on some will call shit.
Oh,
it was
damn.
still, yeah. I think it was on
it's
some
time to
will call
fight
shit.
at the fucking box
Straight,
office.
yo, let me see your ID. Like, I ain't got no ID. Why do I need ID just to get ID?
That ain't her ID. She ain't even from here.
Right?
I just bought her cash.
Straight up.
Oh shit! But yeah, and it's and it's funny because It's only in hip hop does that really happen.
Yeah.
Does that really happen? You can listen to all the R&B in the world, all the soul music in the world, and it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah. But the minute you're on that
think,
hip hop
yeah,
shit, that's when you get the fucking you're under the scrutiny.
we got to break that cycle. We got to definitely break that cycle because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what kind of music it is or who makes it. It's
That's why I told you, like, in our conversation the other day, I was like, it's our responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're absolutely
because
correct.
Look, this podcast isn't designed for. It's like we know who we're trying to reach out to, right?
Yeah, we know who would love to listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I don't care about being like in the trend or like whatever. Because to me, that's like our trend is different in our 40s. Our generation, we have a different trend, you know,
Yeah.
and maybe not a different trend. I don't know how to explain that, but we don't try to do the kids trend, the 20s, you know, the teenagers, you know, and I'm not knocking anyone who does. Hey, to each their own. But what I'm saying is like our shit, like that's not our target audience. I don't care about saying thought. Thought wasn't even in our vocabulary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I don't. I don't even say stuff like that.
Yeah,
I mean, I know what it is.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be up here acting like we're still hip in a sense, like
No.
hip to this new generation. No, we're hip in our generation. You know what I mean?
Our lingo may be a little, yeah.
when you're talking to them,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
when you're talking to the youngsters, like I don't even care if they tune in. I don't care. I don't even care about their comments as far as I'm concerned with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I'm ready to hear those anyways. But
it's like, if you leave a comment on our shit, right? And it's like, well, let your parents read that comment and see if they agree with you. I'm like 95% sure they're not going to agree with what your comment states because of the generational gap, the difference between us. And don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking all of them, but I'm just saying, like, I don't care about, like, this podcast isn't for us to act like we're trying to stay relevant. We're not trying to stay relevant. We're just trying to give you our piece. You know what I mean?
Our side of the story.
Yeah.
I heard a quote the other day that really got me, and it said, "Brought to you by colored people for people of all colors."
Ooh.
That shit hit me.
That's impactful.
That shit hit me. That shit hit me. And when I read it, and I was like, wow, like, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Isn't it weird how, like, not weird, but it's like we can read something like that, and even though it's simple, right? Like it's
simple.
Yeah. But it's super impactful, and it blows me away. Like, holy shit, you know. And I think it also helps me be able to move forward with what we're doing, because it's almost like, yeah, you're right, you know. And there is a place for us. There is a room for us. I know there's a billion people, more than a billion people right now, starting podcasts, trying to stream shit, whatever. But we just need to find our avenue, and just like to go exactly with what you're saying. I know I'm kind of going off a little bit, but to go exactly with what you're saying, like, yeah, brought to you by colored people, for all.
Yeah, brought to you by people of color,
or people of color,
for people of all colors.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, listen. I understand. I understand hip hop was created by black people. Understand that. I understand the history of it, but don't act like there wasn't no Latino people in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Let's be real. However, that's not the analogy I was going to use. I'm going to use this. Our culture is all over. It's everywhere. Everybody uses something, from you having a burrito for lunch, from you wanting to drive a car that's low,
yeah,
from you wanting to wear clothes that were made to work as your everyday.
Yeah.
That is all us.
Yeah.
That is all us. So it's not like, I've come down to the conclusion that sometimes it's just dislike the people, but let's take the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take anything we can monetize off of that. Dickies earns us fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dickies wouldn't have been so big.
I agree.
If we didn't make them everyday clothes.
Yeah.
As Timberland, I think, owes You know,
I agree. I agree with that.
Because
if
of
anything,
how,
if anything, they should be giving, like to me, a way that they can give back is giving, like scholarships.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Help the community.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. There you go. Help
exactly.
the community.
Yeah, help the community. Yeah,
You know.
but then are they?
Hell no.
Are they?
Hell no. Everyone just wants to fucking absorb all the money they can, right?
How
just
much money do you think Polo, Ralph Lauren makes off each community? You got fools over here willing to die for a fucking Polo, and you guys people, and then you got the people that could really afford Ralph Lauren every day.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, there's that.
Yeah.
You know, so and it works the same way. It works the same way with us.
Yeah.
It works the same exact way. Chevy owes us money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chevy owes us money. I'm sorry. Chevy owes us money.
Hey,
if it wasn't for us, you know, and it doesn't matter whether you're Chicano or you come from the motherland. It doesn't matter. Everybody loves Chevy. Yeah. Everybody loves Chevy.
Yeah.
From your lowrider to your fucking dump truck to you new Edgars who, you know, whatever, you know, for you troqueando fools, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's Chevy owes us money.
Yeah. And in the sense like you know, make opportunities in those regions where you are making your most money. Like help out the community.
Yeah, make some jobs.
Yeah,
make some jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
Make jobs present.
Yeah, make some jobs or make like a community center where obviously there's jobs, right, for the counselors or whoever's going to be involved in that, and even like pro club, dog, like
it goes down the line.
Yeah,
it goes down the line. It goes down the line.
Yeah.
If you're a street vendor on the West Coast, you got it from us.
What the fuck is Pro Club, anyways? Like where are they from?
I have no idea. Yeah. I think it's just you know,
are they from like
t-shirt making?
I know, but where's the
who knows?
company? Like,
Shaka. I mean,
Shaka,
you know,
AAA,
all
Pro
that
Club,
shit. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Pro 5.
Yeah, and you know, and which great, and it leads me to the next shit that, at least you know, like 3 Flowers owes us money from back in the day.
Yeah,
still owes. Yeah, but it's cool because it made us create the Suavecito shit. So now you got that brand.
Yeah.
That's brown owned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And made it better.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Pendletons are made in Ohio, homie.
What?
Pendleton is from Ohio.
I didn't know that.
Who would have fucking thought Pendleton was going to be so big amongst the community that they're $200 a piece?
Yeah.
It's a fucking flannel, dog.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's a great flannel.
Yeah. It's still just a wool flannel.
But it's still just a wool flannel.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Pendleton is from Ohio.
I didn't even know that, dog.
Yeah. Pendleton is from Ohio.
I got like fucking 12 of them inside. I buy one every year, you know.
I thought I owed Greenspan's money. I didn't know.
Right.
Yeah. No, seriously. No. Yeah. I mean, there's that. It's just a lot, and you know, I know it's a bold statement.
It is.
But at the end of the day, don't ever say that, you know, that we don't have a culture that's not used as well. You know, I haven't heard a song lately on the radio that doesn't mention Patron, that doesn't mention, you know, shit like that. That's us. However, it may not be owned by us because it, you know, it's like any other thing.
Yeah.
It's like any other thing. People move in. Yeah. Corporations will always, money makes the movement.
Business, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it's still capitalism, and at the end of the day.
That's why there's like tequila and shit that I drink, and I don't I won't give them honestly, like look at us now, like we wear shit. I mean, that there's like really no brands, like we're not that's like free, obviously we got like Aquafina and shit, but like we're not
free. You like I didn't fucking take this shit off.
Right, like we're not free promotion anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like when I was younger, I used to want to rock like, oh, I want the big label, the LRG shit. I want this, I want that. But then it's like, and you know what I did notice is like the more shit got popular, the more I'm like, I don't want.
Well, you hated it.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, fuck that. You know, I like to be in that exclusive club. You know, what I'm saying? And that's our shit. I know both you and I have been that way our whole fucking lives. You know, and without saying.
Yeah, without having to say it. Yeah, without having to. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It's funny. That's why I think I even stopped smoking weed.
Yeah.
Because I kind of like the rush of the fact that I'm not supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That was part of the reason.
I wish I felt like that.
So no, well it does. Yeah, but still, either way, you know what I mean. Like, I guess it's one of these. Rebel since day one type deal. I just don't want to be. I just been anti-society my whole fucking life, dog.
Yeah.
I've been anti-society. If you say, hey, we're gonna build a bridge, I'm gonna say, hey, fool, why don't you just fucking build a road?
Yeah. And what's funny too is like I wanted to go to the club. I want to be at the club, but I don't want to be with general population.
No.
I want to be in VIP.
This was the general population.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in fucking jail. I want to be up in VIP, dog, just chilling. You know what I mean?
Let me out in the yard. I don't want to be with everybody else.
Yeah, straight up. I just I want to be with my people, and that's it. And what I mean by my people is whoever came with me. People that I break bread with and congregate with, and people that I'm comfortable with. That's who I want to be with. It has nothing to do with.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I've always been like that, and it's funny because like even though like we did music and shit, like I didn't really care to be out mingling with people. I just want to make the shit that you love and just buy our shit and
yeah. I think
as much as I don't get me wrong, me, I chop it up with everyone. Yeah. But like I said, I'd rather be in VIP rather than down with everyone just fucking bullshitting, sweating on each other. Fucking,
exactly.
Fighting at the bar because you cut in front of me. Like nah. I want a cocktail waitress up there already fucking taking care of her shit. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, that's true. That's very true, and that comes with age too. Though I don't have the patience for a lot of shit anymore. Yeah. I think that has a lot to do with it
and it's like the older I get, the more Bobby Vicious is like he's out and about. He's just I'm like no nonsense, especially when there's liquor, alcohol involved.
Yeah,
and I don't get me wrong, I love that shit, but as long as I'm in a controlled environment, I don't have like dummies that are and not even that, like I don't think I'm a tough guy, none of that shit, but I don't like fake people. I don't like people coming through acting a certain way. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You know what I mean? Don't come in here and try to ruin our shit. You know what I mean?
Not looking for new friends. Yeah. Not looking for anybody else. None. Yeah. No, I get you. That's my problem. Is that like I always got that Fuchi face when I'm out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got that Fuchi face. And
they take it one way, but it's like I don't even think that I'm trying to like bust on you. None of that shit. No. Just get the fuck out of here.
I'm just making myself unapproachable.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I don't dislike you.
Yeah.
I just make myself unapproachable.
Yeah.
That's one of them things like I don't I'll compliment you. Like I'll tell somebody, hey dog, that's all that's at.
Yeah.
That's oh, I like your shoes, dog.
Yeah.
And I'll compliment you, but that's where it stops.
I think that's what makes this a little difficult for us because I guess what makes it easy is that it's just us, right? We got the camera right here.
Yeah.
But it's just us having a conversation with each other. There's not really 20 people in the background or people that we don't know.
Yeah.
We are very like private people in a sense. Like we don't really invite a lot of people into our lives, into our personal lives, and because it's nobody's business besides whoever. Like it's us, right? Because we're close and family, close friends and shit. But I'm not up here to try to like, look into my life, come into my life. I'm desperate for you guys to fucking love me and want me. I don't give a fuck if you guys love me or want me. I want you to appreciate the conversations that we have, because I'm sure a lot of viewers have the same conversations, but it's like I know it's hard for us because we're trying to find that balance of what we want to give out, but at the same time, like
very true, and
because we are very likable people, and there is relevance to what we're saying into our conversations. You know what I'm saying?
But it's funny because and if anybody knows you in that case, they would see it in this. I noticed. I mean, obviously you and I didn't talk for a long time.
Yeah.
And,
but not for anything.
Not on no bullshit. Yeah. We had life in between us, But you're not a person that posts a lot.
Yeah, I don't.
Neither am I.
Yeah, straight up. I'm on there browsing, watching other fools make a fool of
themselves.
Yeah.
And I know that's not like acceptable in today's fucking thing. Like you gotta stay up on it. But I'm gonna be like that for a long time. If I don't see anything worth posting,
Yeah.
You know, like why post it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I noticed that your posts were always something
Like
that
comedy.
needed to be posted.
Oh yeah, I see what
It
you're
was
saying, yeah.
it was something that needed to be posted, and it's great. You know, and I'd always tell my wife that I'd be like, you know, I'll be like, you know, I'll be going through it and she'll be like, "What are you laughing?" I was like, "I'm laughing because Bobby hardly ever posts, but when he does post, you know, it's something that I see that's like it's dear to him.
Yeah.
It's dear to him, and then boom, that's it.
Yeah.
They'll disappear for another 3 months.
Yeah. It's
And
true.
yeah, and that's dude, that's the
And
same.
it's funny because like to go with what you're saying, I don't do that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that I do. Like I'm a post and then I don't want to post again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like.
But why?
Like
yeah,
you
but
said,
why?
you know?
I don't. Yeah, I don't want to tell you what I'm eating all the time.
Yeah.
I want you to know where I eat at.
Yeah, straight up. I don't. And here's another thing. Like, I've always kind of lived by this, or I felt like it. So it has nothing to do with me like consciously making a decision. But when I thought about it, it's like, I don't care. I want you to see me as me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to make it. I don't like every time you see me, you don't know if I got money, if I'm broke, or if I got money, or if I'm broke.
If I got you, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that has nothing to do with anything, you know.
Yeah,
But we're in a society right now where people want to post when they get a good check or they get this or they get that, or even like on my vacations, you know. I don't need you to see me going on vacation. I don't need any likes. I don't need none of that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because if you know me and you're in my circle or we talk a little bit or you see us out or we meet up, like that's what it is. It's like in person shit. I don't need to be posting shit. I just felt like I don't need to. I don't need that, dog. I never felt like, oh, look at this fool, you know. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, he got this, so he's gonna post this. Oh, he got that.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I don't. You know, I don't need that because when I don't have anything or when I do have some, it doesn't matter. I want you to not have any not what's the word? Not hit an agenda, but I don't want you to have any like underlining feelings towards me, like, oh, this fool thinks he's good. Yeah, oh, this fool thinks he's good because of this.
Yeah.
Like, nah, dog. Like, cause I've been broke, had money, been broke, had money, been
Yeah.
broke. You know, and I don't mean money like
Nah,
crazy money. I just mean like where I was able to pay my shit.
Still,
you know, and
but still, you know, for people like us, that may have come out wrong, but a lot of the times, just being able to do extra and have your bills paid is being rich.
That's it. That's it.
A lot of people, you know, at the same time, are those expectations low? I get it, but I mean, if you know,
like I don't mean to cut you off, but what's wrong with just living?
yeah, what's wrong with just living? Yeah,
Because that's the way we were raised.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
What's wrong with just living?
Exactly. If you know, if your bills are paid, you ain't getting them fucking threatening ass phone calls.
Yeah.
And you're still able to maybe, you know, go somewhere.
Yeah.
That's good enough for a lot of people.
And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the fuck I think, what the fuck so and so thinks about you or thinks about me, because you do shit for your family.
Yeah.
And like that's all that matters, because at the end of the day, your kids are gonna remember what mom and dad did.
Yeah.
Your kids are going to remember that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether you have to work 60 hours or you only work 30 hours, it doesn't matter. It's
still going to be embedded.
And it's your decision. It's your decision the way you raise your family. And a lot of times with the social media shit, like to go with what you're saying about the posting, is we want to make it seem like we're this way or make it seem like we're that way. But it's like, yo, take care of your fucking home first. You know what I mean? Yeah. Take care of home field. Home field is the greatest shit. You know what I mean? And
don't make it seem like your life's a bunch of highlights.
Straight up,
because it's not.
Yeah,
because it's not.
I treat it like baseball, dog. Like you fail more times than you succeed.
Of course.
But when you do, when you do something, it's like, oh hell yeah. But even then, I still won't post shit.
No. How many shots you think Jordan missed, bro? Come on.
Fuck yeah. You
know how many shots you think he missed, and he's still MJ.
Yeah.
He's still MJ.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah,
at the end of the
100%.
day. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100% with that. 100%. And you know what? It's funny because nobody will ever post that bill collector calling. Nobody will ever post a car getting repoed.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever post shit like that.
Yeah. People don't post shit stains in their drawers. You know what I'm saying? Because they had a bad weekend. You know?
That shit is real. don't have that Circle K vitamin water from the fountain. That shit's extra, bro.
Straight up. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's the funny thing, and I'm the same exact way. shout out to those people who post a lot, but post a lot of interesting shit. Like I love watching Pete Rock's fucking page is dope to me because he posts a lot of different shit. He'll post fucking records that he likes, fucking animals,
and that's
animals.
the shit that I like.
Yeah,
that's the shit that I don't want to see any politics. I don't give a fuck on anybody's take on any of that shit. I don't give a good goddamn. And like if that's
we can't
keep that shit to yourself. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, and not just politics. I'm talking like everything.
Yeah,
everything like. Everyone's a fucking philosopher nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out.
Well, everybody's a YouTube politician.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's a YouTube politician.
Hey,
everybody's
I do my research, and they're like,
conspiracy theorists. Yeah,
everyone's like, well, let me send you a video. I said, where's the video from? YouTube. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
you ain't got a book in your fucking shelf.
Straight up, right?
No, exactly.
I'm like, fool, I known you my whole life. You ain't read one fucking book. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden this and that.
Exactly.
And I'm not knocking anything. I'm just saying like where you're getting the information from, or you're trying to pass a message. You're trying to like.
That's everything. Your source is everything.
Yeah.
Your source is even when it's gossip.
Yeah.
If it's gossip.
Yeah. If you got it
your information is only as good as your source.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And most sources are bullshit.
Yeah. You come at me with gossip, the first thing I'm gonna ask you is who told you this?
Exactly.
Oh, such and such.
Yeah. I seen that too. I didn't like that video. I just kept moving. But it's weird how people they feel impacted by the videos and they want to repost it or send it and act like it's factual. Like, nah, dog, that's just someone's opinion. That's a person's opinion that you're fucking like just passing along. Like,
like
if
it's about opinions.
Yeah, Shit, they all fucking stink like booty holes.
Yeah. So that's just crazy.
Yeah.
That's very true. Very true.
But fucking
God damn.
Hey, well, so far so good, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're off to a good start. I know this is episode 1. And this is one of many because I don't imagine us stopping, dog. I imagine this is it.
You guys need to know one thing. Him and I do not work your average work week. We still got to take care of our families first and foremost. That's exactly, I think, what we're trying to bring to the table at the end of the day. That you got to take care of your own before you take care of anybody else. You may not get 10 episodes a week. If you do one day, it's because we got fired.
Yeah. Damn.
And if we got fired, hey, that means you guys are subscribing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah. That's the main shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the main shit.
So stuff like that. Hey, I wish I had the freedom to do this all day. This is. I'm sure it's harder than it seems. With episode 1, I've seen Rogan's got thousands something. I'm pretty sure it gets harder and harder as it goes. Yeah. However,
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with this because I was doing a podcast earlier, or I hear people they talk about like, oh, don't worry about like monetization. Don't worry about like, why wouldn't I? Like this is what we're here to do. I mean, there's so many people making internet money. How come we can't make internet money? Why do we have to feel guilty on even expressing that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, you may have to one day, if timing is rough or something. What if one day you may have to miss your kid's baseball game?
Yeah, I've missed a lot of shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm holidays,
exactly.
Fucking.
You gotta. Sometimes you gotta see the scale of what the sacrifice is. Because I mean, like there you go, holidays. I mean that's something.
And whether you think it's worth it and I think it's worth it doesn't matter. Like we do what's best for us.
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't always see eye to eye on shit, but that doesn't change who we are with each other. It doesn't change anything.
Not at all.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that. We don't fucand talk shit about each other or fuck this fool this and that. Like, nah, man. We can all still see eye to eye if we don't agree on something. And I think that's the thing nowadays with society is like, you don't agree with this or I disagree with it, fuck you, and you're gonna write each other off. Nah, man. This is human nature. This is the human element. You know what I mean? And I think we're getting away from that. That's why I feel like I needed to be on here to express and not necessarily my opinions, maybe my opinion based on that, but not my opinion on anything else to beat down your throat with something that you don't agree with. Nah, man, we just need to get our shit together and just keep moving forward and
exactly,
no matter
exactly.
what it is.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
and stop holding each other down. You know, stop disrespecting each other. You know, stop trying to fucking crucify people over the simplest, dumbest shit. You know, like it doesn't matter.
You ever work for somebody? You ever work for another? Had a manager, somebody above you, who was your same.
Like similar?
Yeah. Oh no. You know what? Let me word that a little better. You ever work for somebody who you ever had a Chicano boss or a boss, from Mexico or anything?
No.
No. Okay. Let me tell you one thing. I have. Worst bosses I've ever had.
Yeah, I agree. I was gonna say
Worst
that.
bosses I've ever had.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I would love to break.
I guess I can say yes. Maybe not a direct, like maybe more like a lead.
Yeah.
Not the.
Did you have to follow his instruction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and like there was no like reasoning, or it's like, no, I'm the boss, I'm the manager. Okay, so maybe I didn't have anybody directly, but like when I would deliver to these stores and I would deal with these people, and instead of being like, oh, what's up, or maybe seeing like someone that looks like you, or like-minded, right? Like they shit on you more than another, different looking vendor.
Yeah.
So yeah, as far as that goes, yeah, I've dealt with that a lot.
That's
in all my years at the company I was at, it was like that,
Yeah, I got
Instead of making things less complicated, they made it more complicated for me, and it's just like, yo, what the fuck, like you look like my tia, you look like my mom, you know what I'm saying? Why are you treating me like this?
And I could talk to you like one.
Yeah.
But yet you're not understanding me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got everybody who works for me is younger. They don't work for me; they work for the company. I just got to tell them, I'm their supervisor, whatever.
Yeah.
I always tell them one thing, Doug. If you're gonna come with me, don't ever be afraid to put your dick on the table.
Yeah.
Put your dick on the table, and from there, it's not gonna be a measuring contest. What we're gonna do is we're gonna see exactly what makes more sense.
Yeah.
With your dick on the table, you can see exactly what makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things to where I don't want to be your supervisor.
Yeah.
I want to be the person who helps you get shit done faster.
Yeah.
Makes you a better you. You look good. I look good. We all look good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have this thing to where if I compliment one of the guys, I'll try to compliment them in front of the people above me, and I'll say it loud.
That's perfect.
And I say it loud because just like when you fuck up, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna pull you to the side. I'm gonna tell you this, boom, 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 because most everybody everybody who works there is brown, for the exception of one. But I treat him the same way,
Yeah.
And it's one of those things to where it's like, just always come, just put your dick on the table, dog. Like if you have a problem, have a solution as well.
Exactly.
Have a solution as well.
And that's what I've learned, because I did a lot of bitching in my life, in my time, but I didn't have a solution. So I figured out how to bitch. I didn't figure out a solution.
Yeah.
And not every supervisor has a solution to your problem.
No, exactly.
But so it's like, if you can kind of bring, the problem and the solution, now you're giving them a different perspective, and then they can add their piece to the solution.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Technically, because
we can't do this, but
because of the rules of the company, but maybe we can kind of come at it this way. So like I can acknowledge that, and maybe we'll change it this way.
Make you more comfortable.
Exactly.
Make you more, and if you're comfortable, I'm good, because I know I don't have to watch over you.
Yeah.
And it's one of these things to where,
and that sucks, like babysitting, right? Like
it's what it is. It's what it is.
Or even if you're cool with someone, then they want to be like, oh, I'm cool, I can kick it. No.
Yeah.
If we're cool, work harder. And I'm not asking you to break your back. I'm just saying, like,
no. Yeah,
like if I got a cool boss, my thing is this. This is like, even at work, I got a badass supervisor. She's bad, good, and I don't ever want to be a thorn in her side. So the way I do shit is, I like to fly low and stay under the radar. I get my shit done. I'm not gonna be a superstar.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a piece of shit.
Nor are you gonna be a bum. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and when you call me, I'm not worried when my phone rings and I see her name. I'm not worried about it. It's because she needs to call me for something, right?
Yeah,
it's not like, oh, hey, come to the office, come see me, or hey, what did you do this, or hey, what is it? Nah. It's like, hey, and not only that, like I even told her when she hired me, I was like, thank you, because you changed my life. by you hiring me for this position, like you changed my life. You changed the trajectory of my life.
Yeah,
and
yeah, of course.
And because of that, I feel like I owe you in the sense of I'm never going to be
Performing.
a problem. Oh yeah, I'm never going to be a problem for you.
Exactly.
Never going to be like you're not going to think, well, Bobby this or Bobby that, because there's plenty of other people that you hired that I'm like, damn, why the fuck did you hire them? Because you hear all this and I'm saying accidents happen sometimes, and we're not always peak performers, right? It's human nature. We're not always peak performers, but I take pride in like not being a thorn in someone's side,
Yeah, yeah. No, I get you. It's funny how you said that. Like, if you do get called to the office, I want you to feel like, oh, this just feels like bullshit with me.
Yeah.
Feels like, and that's how I am.
Yeah.
Because when I call them to come see me, it's never about no bullshit.
Yeah.
It's always about some funny shit, or if they do something, I'll make fun of it to where they don't feel bad.
Yeah.
It's one of these things where it's like, hey, it happens to everybody, happens to me.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Let's go ahead. If you're gonna fuck up bad.
Yeah.
But don't continuously do little fuck ups.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And figure it out. Don't let it happen again.
Yeah. Because I know you can't trust a person that continues to make the same mistake, even if it's a tiny mistake.
Yeah.
Over and over and over.
Yeah, you got to fix that shit.
Yeah, you got to fix that shit. Yeah, so it's crazy, man, and that's another thing.
Or it's different every time. It's like they fuck up. Oh, it's this. Okay, now it's this. Yeah. Oh, it's like, damn, how you got all this shit? Like I'm a person that, like, it's hard to get time off at my job. You know what I mean? I can put in the time, but that doesn't mean she has to approve it.
Yeah.
But I also know, like, to kind of go with what I was saying, that if I do put in a request off slip, she knows, like, she might be like, oh, I'll honor it this, even though I can't make these adjustments, but you know what? You don't ever ask for time off.
This fool don't. Yeah.
You're never late. Never. So I know that if you're asking for a day off, it's probably because you need it.
Because you need it. Yeah.
And
you become a better employee that way.
Yeah.
You come in, you're rested.
Yeah.
You want to come to work. Yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Like I got sick days, dog. I got, like, 40 hours of sick days, and what are we in? It's gonna be October in a week. I've only used one, and it was one that was approved. It wasn't like, oh, I'm sick of. It was like, she couldn't get me a day off, but she's like, hey, just use a sick day. She's like, I can't approve a vacation day for you. She's like, but because she has supervisors that she has to, God, I can't even think of the word, that she has to answer to, right?
Yeah, of course.
So it's like, but if you call in sick, hey, you're sick. You're entitled to your sick time, and like I said, it's going to be October, and I've only used one. I know guys that are done with their sick time. They were done with their sick time by fucking July. Yeah. 4th of July weekend was like, oh, I'm out of sick time. And me, I'm like, nah, I got all my vacation time. I got all my sick time, because I know, because I also look at it like, well, her job is tough too, trying to manage us and trying to manage days off. And like I said, she has her supervisor that she needs to answer to.
Delegating everything is not easy.
And I know if I miss a day, that means the rest of the team's got to pick up.
It's that missing cube in Tetris.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Trying to put everything to sort. Yeah. You're missing a cube, throws the whole fucking thing on.
Exactly. Yeah. So I kind of pride myself in showing up. Even there's days I'm like, man, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go work 13 hours today. But you know what? Oh, well, it is what it is, because like I said, when I do ask for something, I usually get it. But I want to say based on my history, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a thorn in her side. I'm not someone that's constantly trying to
that's true. That's true.
Like, play the system or whatever, because we got plenty of people like that.
Oh, it's full of that.
Yeah.
It's full of that. Everybody's always trying to get away with something.
Yeah.
Everybody's always trying to get away with something. And it's funny, sometimes you even beat them and you tell them hey, I know what you're going to try and do, but just don't do it because, they're watching. You're on camera or whatever. And then they just smirk like, fuck, how did this fool know? Because I've done all the shortcuts already, homie. Yeah. That's why. Yeah. I've done it.
Yeah.
I've fucked up in every possible way you could possibly think of.
Yeah.
I did it for you.
What do they say? Been there, done that.
Yeah. I did it for you.
Do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. These fucking gray hairs on my chin ain't there just because they grew.
I think I think what helped me be this type of person is the time off that I took. You know what I mean? When I quit for pretty much 3 years. And it was tough to come back. It was tough to reapply, but like I miss that spot. That's my home. You know what I mean? Like I love that spot. So to go back, I was just a different person. You know what I mean? I think I was like 38 when I quit, and I came back at 41. So it's like,
3 years does a lot, though.
and there was a lot of time for growth.
Yeah,
There was a lot of growth in that time as an individual, because I can't just sit here and be like, oh, this job, this, oh, it's the, well, what about fixing yourself? We have to fix this. We gotta fix this shit. You know what I mean?
There's times where I tell people, there's times where you go through those doors and your morale is just wrong.
Yeah.
Your head is not there.
Yeah.
The minute you go through those doors, you turn into a different person.
Mm-hmm.
You turn into a different person. And when your workplace does that to you, that's when it's time to back off.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna do something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether it be, and we don't need to go into the details of the stupid
yeah.
shit you could do. However, yeah, that's when you're done.
Yeah.
You're done, because there's times where I used to walk in these fucking warehouses and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something.
And you know what's crazy is where I'm at now is I was never like that before with this company that I work for. But where I'm at now, like even when I'm tired, I get up, I'm like, fuck, I do whatever I got to do, and then getting ready for work, and I'm driving to work, and I'm like, shit, man. And then I get to work, I punch in, and I walk in the locker, and I'm just like, just different energy, like cool, you know what I mean? Like this is my shit, and then I'm just so excited to be able to work. It's weird, like once I'm there, because at home you're like, I don't want to, because you think like, I don't want to go, I don't want to fuck, I just want to chill, right? We're in bed or something, or we're working on this, trying to figure shit out, or we're doing music. I'm like, man, why do I got to go to work, right? I'm feeling a little lethargic and shit because I didn't get that much sleep or whatever. But then it's like, then I get there and then it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, oh, cool, hell yeah.
Because you get to work.
I get to work.
You get to work.
Yeah.
Got to be happy for the fact that you got to work.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one of the motivational speakers that I don't know if you've ever seen. He's a dude with like something happened to his arm.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
Okay. I don't know his name, and my bad that I don't know your name. However, I do listen to a lot of the shit you say. It makes a lot of sense. He said, I don't agree with people who say, I'll do that tomorrow. What makes you think you got that?
Yeah.
Are you that fucking egotistical that makes you think that you have that?
Yeah.
What makes you think you got that?
Yeah.
And, as years pass by, we lose more people. You get to see that, and it just happens. And as you lose people, you sit there and you think, damn, like, it's true.
Yeah.
Like, there's no guarantee. That's why I've been calling, we've been talking to each other a lot about this, about the podcast and everything. It's one of these things to where, I know a lot of the times when it came down to music too, I would be a no-show. Shit like that happens. But even
I'm glad you said it.
Even with my head now, it's like, yeah, nah, bro, no, I know. Like I said, I can't lie to myself. And it's one of those things to where, now it's like, what makes us think that we got tomorrow, dog? What makes us think that?
You know what? What makes us think that is that a lot of us have been healthy,
yeah,
and we take it for granted,
yeah,
and because I'd be a fool if to sit here and act like I didn't feel like that. I know you feel the same way. Like we've all felt like that.
Yeah.
But to live like that is the problem.
Yeah.
To continue to live like that is the problem. And like I just feel I'm at the point in my life, and I probably didn't feel like this when I was younger. But like to go, you're saying it's a fucking privilege to be able to work.
Yeah,
it is. It's a privilege.
You get to work, bro. You get to get up and do what a lot of people can't. And and I guess a lot of trips, to maybe like downtown LA make you kind of see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're by the road, it's one of those things to where it's just like,
and not everybody has the same opportunity. So it's about maximizing every opportunity.
Exactly, and it's funny to go with that. You don't know how many of those people are just one decision away from being a CEO.
Yeah.
Because you're only one decision away.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's one decision.
Yeah.
One sacrifice, maybe. That's all it is.
Yeah.
From being top of your food chain to being the food chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yes, sir.
But check it out. We can sit here and we can bullshit all day long. but I think we're right around the hour and a half mark. I think that's a good time, so we don't
Yes, sir.
So where it doesn't turn into rambling.
It's Sunday. We gotta we
Yeah.
gotta go spend time with the fam as well.
Yeah.
You know.
But I'm glad we were able to get this done, and I mean, to all the viewers, I mean, keep in mind this is just a very small production. We don't have a team. Like, there's no one behind the camera. Behind the camera is my wife's desk. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we want to try to bring you as much. When I say content, I mean content like we're not content creators in the sense like. I mean, yeah, we are, because we are the content. And that's what we understand. We understand that we're the content, and we're not trying to bring you like highlights of photos and look at this and we've been here, we've been there, as far as that. Like no. We're not out here, goofing off trying to make skits. And I'm not knocking anyone when I say that. But what we understand is our content is us, and we hope everyone gets to enjoy it as much as we enjoy doing this, because this is very therapeutic for us. We talked about
exactly.
that earlier. We touched on that.
Yeah.
And
yeah, this is just the first episode anyway.
That's it.
I mean, I think we might grow with you guys. We might grow with you guys along this whole thing, because I mean, hey, we're entering this thing blindly, just kind of like we did when we started making music. So it's a learning process. Hopefully you guys get to learn with us. And what you got? I know you got to play something.
Yeah, I'm going to play something on the way out. You know what I mean?
Play something.
And our shit's going to be monetized, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only going to play, I'm going to give you guys snippets of the album and shit. Maybe on the intro and on the outro, as far as the...
And you could go get that at any music platform, as we said earlier.
Let me see what we got right here.
What you got?
This ain't too loud. But so anyways, we'll end it on that note. And
yes, sir.
We want to thank everyone. Café Soul. That's the podcast, baby. Interpret it the way you like to interpret it. But that's us, baby.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Cali Beans, baby. Brown Soul Music. Bobby Vicious.
Sunito15.
There we go. Here we go, baby.
I think I'm...
Yeah.
Yeah. The first time I seen her, she was shaking her ass. Looking in my eyes, she was making a pass in my direction. I'm catching any bait she throws my way. Reel it in, send the deal, then put it away. Another day makes its way around. We late nighting on the town, heart beating to the sound of young kids.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't even hear you, dog.
Once upon a time,
I'm bumping this shit, baby.
It hurts me like a...
Sorry.
I was wearing on my face, I wasn't looking so tough. Yeah. But now I'm over it, 'cause that was
small time production, you know what I'm saying? I want to get us together, Ace and Verb. Come through, we'll record a show, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's so much history between us.
Yeah.
There's so much history between us, and
that may be the episode of a lot of laughing happens. I'm gonna have to smoke for that.
Yeah. We're gonna be taking shots for sure, and we're gonna do that. We'll do it soon. We'll do it like
yeah, for sure. Because they got time.
Because Verb reached out. He reached out probably about a week ago, and I was like, "Yo, we'll get together in October." You know what I'm saying?
He's staying close still, or
yeah, he's still right there in Lake Forest. Yeah. And, I already talked to Ace, so we'll come through. We might need one more mic. I got 4. I got another one like that, right? I got another one of those. So I guess I'll probably just need another stand.
Yeah.
Another stand and maybe another mic, like, because I like these mics, dog. These mics are dope. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the stand and the mic is cool.
The stand, I'll probably just get like a regular stand, like a regular microphone, like the stand-up ones that you can kind of move around. Not necessarily something like this, because I don't really have anywhere else to like connect it. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, who's this? Who's this? Motherfucking dialect, baby.
I can make some of these, Jack.
Yeah.
You can make some more.
It's up to you, dog.
Make some more. I'll just copy the pattern.
just don't make them as high.
Cool. Yeah, just tell me.
Keep like a low center of gravity. You know what I mean?
2x4 inch. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's some old bullshit, dog, that I made. That's what I used to have the speakers on right there. Well, anyways, yo, I can sit here and bore you guys all night long, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, once again, like, subscribe, and
like and subscribe.
That's it, baby. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.